Rosa Parks is widely recognized as a foundational figure in the American civil rights movement. Parks was not merely attired, as history books often simplify, but a lifelong activist and strategist who worked closely with the NAACP. Her legacy is one of strength, dignity, and unwavering commitment to justice for Black Americans. Yet, despite her contributions, Parks' image is repeatedly misrepresented, commodified, and stripped of its radical roots. One of the most recent and controversial examples occurred at the 2025 Met Gala, where Blackpink's Lisa made her debut wearing a custom Louis Vuitton outfit designed by Pharrell Williams and adorned with portraits by artist Henry Taylor. The bodysuit featured an image that many believed resembled Rosa Parks' position on Lisa's lower half. This sparked immediate backlash for what many saw as an inappropriate placement of a revered civil rights icon. The criticism was not about artistic expression alone, it was about how Black pain and triumph are often reduced to aesthetic statements in elite spaces. Rosa Parks was a symbol of resistance against systemic racism and injustice, not a motif to be placed on fashion garments for spectacle. Her image, or even a vague likeness, could be used by a non-Black celebrity or a gala filled with luxury and excess, illustrates how often Black history is treated as a backdrop rather than a centerpiece. This is not an isolated incident. Rosa Parks' legacy has often been diluted to make it more digestible to the masses. Her full story, her lifelong activism, her experiences with violence, her economic struggles after the boycott is often ignored in favor of the tired woman on the bus myth. That myth not only strips Parks of agency, but also depoliticizes the civil rights movement itself. Lisa's involvement in this controversy was made even more complicated by her history of being accused of racial insensitivity. In prior years, Lisa and her Blackpink bandmates faced criticism for appropriating Black culture, including wearing braids and locks, using AAVE, also known as African American Vernacular English, without context, and participating in photo shoots and styling choices that borrowed heavily from Black aesthetics without acknowledgement or understanding. Her lack of accountability or educational efforts has fostered skepticism about her awareness of Black cultural significance. So when she appeared at the Met Gala, an event themed around Black style and fashion, in a garment many felt disrespected Rosa Parks, it was seen not as a one-time error, but as part of a pattern. Many fans and observers called out not only Lisa, but also the Louis Vuitton team, Pharrell Williams, and the Met Gala organizers for failing to anticipate or care about the implications of their artistic choices. The controversy surrounding Lisa's 2025 Met Gala outfit cannot be fully examined without addressing the brand behind it, Louis Vuitton. The garment, which featured embroidered portraits by Henry Taylor and included one resembling Rosa Parks placed near Lisa's pelvis, was a custom Louis Vuitton design under the direction of Pharrell Williams, the brand's main creative director. While Pharrell is a celebrated Black artist and designer, this incident raised concerns about how even Black creators working with elite fashion houses can be complicit in poor cultural judgment, especially when filtered through global celebrity. Louis Vuitton, despite its luxury status and global influence, has a history of being accused of racial insensitivity. In past years, the brand has been criticized for releasing culturally tone-deaf products such as monogrammed keffiyehs, a traditional Arab garment, without acknowledgement of its significance or casting campaigns with little diversity. In 2019, the brand faced backlash for a sweater that used traditional Jamaican flag colors, suggesting aesthetic exploitation rather than cultural respect.
What's going on, people? For the last week, Louis Vuitton have been under fire for their Jamaica flag-inspired jumper. The original caption on their website read, "Inspired by the Caribbean island's national flag." However, there was a huge oversight, because if it was inspired by Jamaica's national flag, it should look something like this. However, it ended up looking like that. So in actuality, this jumper that's around about $1,000 was actually inspired by the Ethiopian flag. Clearly, someone's got confused with the Rastafarian movement that was birthed out of Jamaica in the 1930s compared to the national flag that was created in 1962. Regardless, this could have been rectified with just a simple Google search. Since then, the jumper has been removed from the website and Louis Vuitton have issued an apology. They've said that there was an error in the description on the e-commerce site, and they also said that they were going for the Ethiopian flag as a hallmark of independence, and it was being used to pay tribute to the Ghanaian heritage of their menswear designer Virgil. In my opinion, if you're going to pay homage to someone, you need to have those people involved. That, of course, would have helped to avoid this situation, and it would have avoided it looking like cultural appropriation. At this point, these fashion houses just do it all too often for me.
The Met Gala moment with Lisa only intensified these criticisms. For many, it was not merely about one celebrity or one piece of clothing, it was about a pattern. Luxury fashion brands co-opting Black cultural symbols or icons for profits and prestige, while often excluding or disrespecting the communities those symbols came from. That this took place during an event supposedly dedicated to celebrating Black style only deepened the sense of betrayal. This section of the controversy is vital because it reinforces the painful truth. Even when Black artists are involved in production, and even when the event's theme claims to uplift Blackness, institutions like Louis Vuitton may still perpetuate harm through careless symbolism and commercialized aesthetics. The placement of an image resembling Rosa Parks on a non-Black celebrity's body in a space of high fashion elitism without apparent context or reverence exemplifies the ongoing commodification of Black history. This incident is a larger issue in popular culture. The consistent exploitation of Black history for aesthetics without honoring the struggle behind it. Rosa Parks was a living, breathing activist whose choices came with real danger, economic hardship, and trauma. Her legacy should be taught, protected, and uplifted, not worn, misused, or obscured for fashion statements. Furthermore, when celebrities, especially those with massive platforms like Lisa, participate in events that intersect with racial and cultural politics, there is an added responsibility to be informed. Being unaware is no longer an acceptable excuse, especially in the age of global social media. Fans from marginalized communities want to be seen, respected, and not used as a decoration or inspiration without inclusion. So now I'm going to play some public opinion, and then I'm going to conclude.
And walk out the door. You gotta pick Rosa up from the floor, from the bottom of your legs, from that floor. Pick her up and pull her up, and you not even pulling her, lifting her high to the sky, all praise above you, lifting her to the coochie. To the coochie. A RP on the cooch is crazy, is it not? We just putting all types of. What's next? What's next? I don't know where you could go from here. I don't understand. What about Rosa's face? Ain't shit sweet about Rosa either. This ain't my fight. This ain't my fight. Yeah, put that rose on your coochie. Let's see what happen. They gonna set fire to that ring. Tell you that. Gonna put rose all on the cooch. All disrespectful.
I need to speak about this. Why was a silhouette of Rosa Parks on Lisa's crotch for her Met Gala look? Like, I didn't realize this at first because I wasn't looking close enough, but there's like a bodysuit underneath this suit jacket that has these silhouettes on it, and like literally the one right here is of Rosa Parks. I was speechless when I saw someone point this out, like literally speechless. I will say I really liked her hair in this look. I liked the jacket. I did say in my original critique, I was like, I wish that it wasn't just like panties and like Louis Vuitton monogrammed tights. Like it just wasn't giving that. I wasn't noticing that detail. I don't even like, I'm so speechless by this because what would ever possess Louis Vuitton to print those silhouettes right where her kitty's gonna be? Like, why did they do that? I need someone to explain it to me, like, so badly.
Okay, so Louis Vuitton released a statement today saying that the embroidery on Lisa's leotard was not Rosa Parks, but is actually a depiction of the women in the artist. I believe his name is Henry Taylor's life. I think where we're at now is kind of, people are trying to rewrite the events that occurred. Like, you're saying one person made the comment and everyone just ran with it. Everyone ran with it because they looked at the embroidery and it looked like Rosa Parks. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw Rosa Parks was trending, I looked at the picture and I was like, yeah, that's Rosa Parks. Because it looks like Rosa Parks. I don't think it's a hop, skip, jump, or leap for people to look at that and think it's Rosa Parks, given the fact that the theme of the Met Gala was tailoring in Black style. So people saw what looked like to be Rosa Parks, who is a famous Black civil rights icon. I don't think people, are wrong for thinking that. Not only that, but Lisa is a K-pop idol. So for her to be in something that is deemed very insensitive to the black community, knowing that K-pop has done a lot of insensitive stuff like stealing black culture, it's not a hop, skip, jump, or leap for her. In fact, this is all Louis Vuitton's fault for putting her in that position. This is why I said at the end of my original video, I blame Louis Vuitton and I blame Pharrell. And again, we are less than a month out of a video of her, granted it was like in the past, saying the N-word, and we have yet to see an apology. So for people to believe that she would do something insensitive like wearing a black civil rights icon on her cooch, people are like, they wouldn't put it past her. That's why nobody like second guessed it. I think that's the issue that a lot of K-pop stans are missing. Even the reaction on Monday night, a lot of Lisa stans were trying to diminish who Rosa Parks was. Like the entire thing was not insensitive. I think the outfit in general, no matter who wore it, was bad. But because Lisa wore it, made it absolutely worse.
And the way y'all let Lisa walk down that red carpet with Rosa Parks' face on her cooter cat, none of y'all will see heaven. Somebody should have yeeted that lady. Somebody should have pulled her to the side and said, hey, Books, we get it. Cute, thoughtful. This is why DEI is important. Somebody should have been on the team before it even got to the carpet and said, hey, you know what? I don't know about that one. Why didn't you put Kim Jong-un on your drawers, babes? You want to make a statement? Rosa Parks? Now, they were made by Louis Vuitton. But this is the classism capitalist coming out of me in that space. Focus on blackness and liberation and freedom is some bullshit. Like, really? Y'all also didn't have enough hood boogers there because a hood girl would have been like, girl, why you got Rosa Parks on your coochie?
Because my whole vibe is like predicated on three things: chic, wearable, and well-made. You're wearing art.
Yes, I'm wearing art.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
This look is inspired by the theme of this year's Met Gala, which is super fine. The idea that, like, you know, we love this color black and the world loves this color black. They love black clothes. They love black shoes. They like black dresses. They like black glasses. They like black cars, black planes, even black pink. Right? But here's a moment where we highlight the taste level and the taste buds of black people.
I feel so honored, and this is so special. Thank you so much.
Nah, thank you. It's great. Can you give him a 360 twirl?
Sure.
Good night.
I don't buy that those women were people that Lisa happened to know. Like, show me the emu that raised you. Don't even get me started on the black K-pop fans defending her, given they may be young and may even suffer from internalized racism. It's just cringe, to say the least. To me, the family of Rosa should sue and try to legally protect her image in general, in hopes that she is not misused or objectified. That's all of my general commentary. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank y'all so much for listening to Books and Looks TV. I'll see you next time.